Welcome to one of the most stunning fifth wheels you've probably never heard of. This is the 2024 Alliance Paradigm 37FB. It's a front bathroom floor plan, and there's a lot of things here that make this just a lot different than other RVs that are out there. First of all is the fact it's wide body, which means it's 101 inches. Well, what does that do for you? Well, it does a couple things. One of the big ones is it allows you to have a wider kitchen island, and it also gives you deeper drawers, and that's huge when we're talking about kitchen space. Another one is just going to be some of the innovative things they've done, like having a coat rack and a bench as soon as you walk in the door, having not two, but 3 air conditioners that you can run at the same time to make sure things are nice and cool. Things like having one of the best front bedrooms you'll find. It's absolutely stunning. To making in-house epoxy countertops. There's just so many things that they do right here. But honestly, above all that is probably the fact that it's Alliance manufacturing. And even though they're a newcomer to the game, they come in with a lot of experience and they did something that is incredible. And that comes all the way down to their mission statement. And their mission statement, folks, is just do the right thing. And you can see it. I mean, when you look at fit and finish, when you look at quality of this RV, it is absolutely there. I mean, the entertainment area is great. You have fantastic seating with theater seats and the big sofa. The window treatments are simplistic because they listen, right? They get feedback and they know that nobody wants those big honking things on the side, so they got rid of them. They utilize the end tables on the couch. They give it storage. The entertainment center, they were able to sink the TV back, kind of open that up, and they gave it almost like this mantle above the fireplace. And normally the space behind that fireplace is wasted, but not here. They actually made a way to have that open up and so that you get some hidden storage behind it, which again, some of that innovation, some of that thought that is going into this. Now, when you look at the kitchen is all about flow. If it doesn't flow, it's not going to work. And part of that is having a big kitchen island, not just deep, which it is, again, because of the wide body, but also has to be long. This is a 6.5-foot kitchen island, true solid surface countertops, just like you would want. It is underlit, and again, just really big storage underneath. Something else they did that was very innovative, they listened to their customers and they actually installed stops underneath the sink. So that you have valves, you can actually turn it off. So if you ever need to do any plumbing, you need to work on the sink, you need to replace your faucet, having the shutoff valves allows you to do that. And when we look at some of the fixtures, oh man, the kitchen appliances are great. You have a 4-burner, basically residential style cooktop, a massive oven so that you can actually bake in here because, as we all know, generally you can't bake in an RV oven. There's just not enough room, not the case here. And a big 19 cubic foot 12-volt refrigerator. So that way you have plenty of cold storage and a big pantry too for your dry storage. Something else they did very well is give you a half bath. That's just smart planning when you talk about a front bath. You don't want anyone, going up into your bedroom or having to go through your bedroom to get to the bathroom. You want a nice, convenient one that's still pretty, and they did a good job, especially with those epoxy countertops in there. When you make our way up into the bedroom, again, there's a lot of things I like up here, from the king bed that's in a slide out, so it's full walk around, to all the windows. The dresser actually has a sliding top, so there's a little bit of extra storage in there too. And then you go through the barn door into the just stunning bathroom. And again, you have those epoxy tops. You can see the shine in there. In the closet itself, in the front wardrobe, you have a clothes hamper. You can also see the shoe storage as well as all the hanging storage, and there's washer dryer prep. You want to talk about a great spot to have washer dryer? How about in a front bath, right? And because it's a big front bath, there's plenty of space to be able to move around. The toilet is slow close, so that way you're not going to be slamming seats in the middle of the night if you have to get up and use it like I do. And you will also see the shower, which it's just beautiful. Again, it's like a residential looking shower because of that wall surround. You have the shower bar plus the teak seat. But again, it's not all just inside, right? It's easier to make a pretty RV. It's hard to make a pretty RV that is also well built. And so we're going to have to go outside to talk a little bit about the construction on this coach. Okay, Right off the bat, you will see some things that I really like. One of them, of course, being a painted front cap, so it's easier to clean. You also get the Kurt Rotaflex pin box. That's going to help you a little bit when starting or stopping your tow vehicle. You're just not going to get quite as much of a jerking sensation. Now, the front storage is very clean. It has generator prep, has the knockouts there if you want the generator, battery off to the side with battery disconnects, and tucked away is your hydraulic pump. So if you ever need to do any troubleshooting, it's very easy to access. Or if you just need to fill your hydraulic fluid, you can do so right up front there. And then up top is a solar charge controller, as well as just additional storage in that front space. And again, just excellent cable management. Everything is tucked away. I love how clean this is. There's a lot of other things I really like about this one. One of them is the fact that you have 2 awnings. They wanted to make sure that you had good awning coverage, because anytime that you have slide outs on the campsite, it's going to normally cut into camp space. So they give you the main one plus another one on a slide out to really maximize that space. You will also see that this one has great garage storage. So, you know, they are able to utilize that by giving you drop frame construction. And when they drop that frame down, they basically drop an I-beam, and it gives you all this extra room in here. So you can just load this thing up. And again, you can see that wide body also helps with some of that storage space in there too. This one does have hydraulic auto level, so you can just touch a button to level everything out, which is great. Makes setup a lot easier. You have a propane quick connect if you want to hook up your favorite grill. It's easy to get into thanks to the MORryde safety rail, as well as your solid steps. Also, another big piece is the fact that this one is warranted for full-time RVing. That's something that, you know, a lot of people are moving to full-time, and if it's something you want to do, know that they will honor that warranty, which is huge, especially with a company that is as well known as Alliance. When we talk about the fiberglass, this is going to be a high gloss, and right behind that fiberglass is Azdel composite. Now, if you're not familiar with Azdel, it's a big deal for a few reasons. One, because it's lighter weight, which is always great when towing. Two, it's not going to absorb moisture, so it'll prevent any kind of delamination, which is huge. Something that they've put a lot of time and effort into on this RV is their performance running gear. And this does a number of things. One of them is the fact that you have your 2-inch torsion tubes that are welded to the I-beam, so you have a ton of strength on there. You also have a MORryde CRE 3000 suspension system, Super G 4,400 pound rated tires, disc brakes, 7,000 pound axles, and heavy duty 4,000 pound springs, where most are just going to be a 3.5. Then you have spring hangers with the V bracket reinforcement to make sure that basically you're not going to be having issues going down the road. They found there were a lot of issues, people overloading essentially your fifth wheel and just having stuff drop out. And so with those heavier duty springs and that spring reinforcement, it helped really eliminate a lot of those issues. Again, you have a rear ladder on here, so you can climb up onto the fully walkable roof. You also have a 3,000 pound rated hitch in case you want to hook up a boat that has a 4-way on there. And you can also put an accessory in there like a bike rack. Then on the off-camp side, you will see that this one has your slide-out topper prep. So if you want some slide-out toppers on here, it is easy to have those installed. So again, folks, from the gorgeous inside to the just well-constructed, great fit and finish all the way around, and the fact that Alliance is all about taking care of people. If you're looking for a front bath fifth wheel or something that just has a lot of space, great rear entertainment, great rear living, then this 370 FB is one you don't want to miss out on.